Hi everyone and welcome to my last vlog. It's just gonna be in this format muna because hindi tayo masyadong prepared because we're really cramming at this point. Sorry. Anyway, as sad as it sounds, this is really the last vlogging homework for my CVAP training. So it's kind of bittersweet for me at this point, but I'm really thankful. I always say that because I really am. So yes, welcome to my last vlog. Okay, so let's talk about the discussion that we had on day 4 morning. I know I said before that day 2 was my favorite, but that morning on our last training day, that was one of the important things that I think everybody should take everything to heart, because I know I don't have that much experience in the voice industry, but I did spend a few years being an events host and working with different kinds of people, different organizations, and different teams. And that was one of my biggest takeaway, because it doesn't matter who you work with, whether you know them, whether they're very good at what they do. If you're entering into any form of business transactions or negotiations, whatever that is, you have to put it in paper. I'm trying hard not to tell you the whole story, but we had this really big project and I gathered this really big team, but because we didn't have everything on contract, our roles, our specific arrangement, it just kind of turned into a big mess, and it kind of affected our friendship, our professional relationship. That's why I know red flags, the yellow flags, all those, a lot of those things resonated with me because I also experienced it firsthand. I think it's also an advantage that I already had that experience, some kind of experience on that level. But I'm just very thankful because with CVAP, we had this, we had our Facebook page, which is a rich source of learning materials that I can come back to anytime. And it's going to be helpful, not just for me, but for everybody in the team. What I really appreciate about CVAP is because all these mentors, all our instructors, all these hosts and talents, they're very generous in giving this much information, and other talents and other artists and other aspiring whatever out there, if they don't have this kind of community, it would be really hard to break in whatever industry you're trying to get into. And that's why I know that I'm in the right place, because I have this much support. I have all this materials and resources with me, and I have this new friends who are just as passionate as me. And it's just a whole new adventure that I hope that I could share wisely and generously to many people as well. Oh my gosh, ano pa ba nangyari nung hapon? Now I remember, I'm so glad that I didn't submit an entry, because that activity would have made me anxious. I'm confident about my outputs, but I'm still very shy to be put on the spot like that. Honestly, mentors, if you're watching, every time na magtatawag kayo during sessions, I turn off my camera because sobrang nahihiya talaga ako mapunot. Secretly also, I would like to know how CVAP mentors actually think of my work. I showed some of my works to family, and I think I got some of those specifics that I'm asking for. They said that I have to improve on my diction. I have to, sometimes when I talk too fast, I tend to mumble and eat my words. That kind of critique. I do need that. Ayun, as expected, at the end of the session, we had some homeworks piling up again. It just kept on piling up, and that's why we're cramming right now. There's one thing about the homeworks. We have to do an AVP of our life. That's the one homework that I don't want to do. It's Saturday, tomorrow's the deadline, and I still don't have an idea how I'm going to do that, because it's very personal and it's just too personal for me. I'm not much of a sharer. And I also don't know how's that going to benefit anybody, knowing my life story. Thank you, CVAP, for letting me do this. I had fun making this videos. I hope that I get to do more. Yes. It's kind of addicting, isn't it? You think? I think so. Okay, now I'm talking to myself, but really, I really appreciate you guys letting me do this. It's a boost of confidence. I do think that I need to do that, and I'm now being a chatterbox, so I'm just gonna say goodbye.